In a hall built by the world's most powerful, under flags that claim peace, sat men and women who had mastered the art of diplomacy. But on that day, they would hear something raw, something real, something unforgettable. From West Africa, he walked in with no entourage, no diamonds, no billion-dollar suit, just boots still dusty from the villages, and eyes that had seen both betrayal and hope. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, president of Burkina Faso. Many dismissed him. He's too young. He's too radical. He won't last. But when he stood at that podium, he didn't speak like a man begging for aid. He spoke like a man who had already been to war and came back with clarity. To those of you who sit here representing justice and freedom, I bring you a truth your reports do not contain. For decades, my continent has been bleeding. Our land's rich, but our people poor. Our children bright, but our schools empty. Our skies peaceful, yet filled with foreign drones. We are not fools. We are not blind. We are not weak. You could hear the breath tighten across the room. Cameras stopped moving, eyes fixed on him, as if something ancient had woken up in his voice. You call us developing nations, yet it is your companies that dig our gold and leave us with pits. You offer us aid while you steal our resources. You offer us peacekeepers, yet your weapons flood the Sahel. Let me ask, who is keeping peace from whom? He wasn't shouting. He wasn't grandstanding. He was unmasking a system, and no one in the room could stop him. I come not as a beggar, not as a puppet, not as a servant of global interests. I come as a voice of children dying in mines they didn't create, a voice of mothers who bury their sons because of wars they didn't start. A voice of farmers who can't grow food, not because the land is dry, but because the politics are rotten. Some diplomats began checking their phones. Some whispered nervously, but many just listened. For the first time in a long time, Africa wasn't being spoken about. Africa was speaking. If you sanction us, do it. If you isolate us, we accept it. If you threaten us, we've been under threat for centuries. But make no mistake, Burkina Faso will no longer kneel. And we are not alone. Across Africa, the wind is rising. From Bamako to Niamey, from Accra to Kinshasa, we are waking up, not against the world, but for ourselves. His voice was no longer just his. It carried centuries of pain, and a new generation's refusal to inherit silence. I have no desire for war, no hatred for any nation. But I will not watch my people be sacrificed on the altar of diplomacy. If we must grow slowly, then let us grow with dignity. If we must walk alone, then let us walk tall. And if history must choose sides again, let it know. Africa has chosen itself. There was no applause. No applause was needed. Because applause is for performances, and this was a reckoning. The world may forget speeches, but it never forgets the moment the winds change. And on that day, Burkina Faso whispered a storm. If this story moved you, if you believe it's time for the world to hear Africa's voice, then do one simple thing. Like this video. Drop your thoughts in the comments, we want to hear you. And most importantly, subscribe to Storyteller African Tales. Because here, we don't just tell stories, we bring Africa to life, one truth, one legend, one voice at a time. New stories drop soon. Don't miss the next one.